Over the past couple of years, I'm sure some of you guys thought I was kidding when I started using the term woke Christmas. Initially, I started using the term woke Christmas to describe the month of June, Pride Month. For those of us living in the deep south who are allergic to the summer weather, the month of June is the beginning of the worst season of the year. This month is now even worse because for 30 consecutive days we are being bombarded with pride propaganda. And that is exactly what it is, propaganda. A while back, I told you guys that Pride Month would eventually become Pride Year. That's how woke United Methodist works. You can't give these people anything because it's never enough. Believe it or not, the celebration of Pride, it started off small, started off as a one-day celebration. Fair enough, right? One day turned into one weekend turned into 2 weeks, 2 weeks turned into the full month of June, and now the movement of woke Christmas, it is trying to take over the real Christmas. Guess who is leading the charge? The shit fucks that are running Target directly into the ground. Right now, the mainstream media is celebrating the so-called resurgence of Target. Target's stock price has rebounded. It surged from nothing to almost nothing. I guess me and the mainstream media have different definitions of the word rebound. When I hear the term rebound and it's not basketball related, I'm thinking something has bounced back from its decline. When the media says Target has rebounded from the multi-billion-dollar decline, it means their stock price went from being down 32% to only being down 18%. Woohoo! Target's back, all right! Target seems to be embracing their status as the wokest retailer in America. They are also embracing their status as the biggest hypocrites. If I were to ask you guys to name the wokest cities in America, what are some of the top cities that would come to mind? Well, KC, obviously the city of gay Arkansas. No, contrary to popular belief, gay Arkansas is not a woke city. Hell, with a population of just over 700 people, I don't think gay is even considered to be a city. I don't know if I would even call it a town. But the good people of gay, they are nice southern people. They're not like some of the communities in New York City, Seattle, Portland, or San Francisco. Which, by the way, did you guys notice how fast Gabby Newsom cleaned up the streets of San Francisco before the arrival of Emperor Z? It was absolutely amazing. My friends who live in San Francisco, they have been telling me for years now that people have been complaining about the filth on the streets. Pristine sidewalks which have been turned into defecation centers. Beautiful parks which have turned into orgy centers. For years now, the beautiful city of San Francisco, it has been absolutely disgusting. The complaints of the citizens have been completely ignored by doofus politicians. But as soon as Emperor Xi announces his arrival, the magnificent Gabby Newsom has the streets of San Francisco cleaned in less than 24 hours. Strange. Anyway, New York City, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco. These are all cities dedicated to the woke wiener. These are all cities where a retailer like Target, who used to be dedicated to soccer moms but has now dedicated themselves to the identifiers and diversity deputies, these are all cities where Target should thrive, right? For some reason, Target has decided to abandon all these beacons of wokeness. Why? Because the parishioners at Woke United Methodist, they thought Target was the welfare center. The parishioners were under the assumption that you could simply walk into Target, grab whatever the hell you want, and just walk out. They call it reparations. The rest of us call it theft. But that's okay. That's okay. Target might be abandoning woke cities, but that does not mean they are abandoning the agenda. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, my friends over at Hardy Soap. Did you guys know that it was possible that the soap that you are using every day to shower could be lowering your testosterone levels? I had no idea that was a possibility, but it is according to the Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism. I know that's exciting news for those men who are desperately trying to become women. I mean, who would have thought that medical assistance would not be needed? This whole time, all you had to do was take a shower and that pesky testosterone just disappears. But for the rest of us real men who want to continue being real men, low testosterone is no bueno, which is one of the many reasons that I have started using Hardy Soap. Now, I'm sorry, ladies and men aspiring to be ladies. Hardy soap, it is specifically designed for men. Hardy soap contains no parabens and all that other unnecessary shit, which are nothing but man-made chemicals that build estrogen while lowering testosterone. Hardy soap consists of natural ingredients that are designed to cleanse and hydrate your skin, while also giving you the added benefit of keeping your manhood. Hardy soap also smells great. I've been using, what is this? I've been using the Bold Mint and Fresh Ocean Air recently. It's good shit, good shit. And the best part is, you get high quality soap at a low price. With Christmas coming up, Hardy soap would make a great gift for those men in your family that the media describes as toxically masculine. I have been using Hardy soap for just over a month now. This is the only soap that I'm going to use going forward. And these guys hook me up with enough soap to use for the next, 6 or so months. Click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BEHIND20, BEHIND20, to receive a 20% discount off your first order of Hardy soap. All right. With normal people getting ready to celebrate the real Christmas, executives at Target, they have decided that they wanted to put their woke spin on it. They needed to hire someone creative. They needed to hire a strategist. They needed to hire someone who is an expert in shit fuckery. Meet Eric Thompson, he, him. Eric graduated from Woke U with a major in gender studies and a minor in masculine cosmetics. In his free time, Eric enjoys playing Twister and choosing to identify as his pseudonym, the Gay Cruella. What a brilliant decision by Target. Women have been boycotting this dump since the middle of May. My girlfriend, who used to shop at Target every weekend, she has not stepped foot inside a Target in the last 6 months. Normal people, though, Normal people have this tendency to be a little bit more forgiving during the Christmas season. People are in better moods. A lot of you guys are getting extra time off of work. With Target losing billions of dollars in the last 6 months, the holiday season, this could have been the perfect time to eliminate this boycott and this backlash. But instead of trying to appeal to soccer mom Sheila, Target is trying to appeal to soccer mom Tom. According to his social media profile, Eric Thompson, he, him, enjoys making art and enjoys making trouble. Ooh, sissy. What kind of troubling items is he creating for Target? Check some out for yourself. This right here, this is one of my personal favorites. It's the Pride Nutcracker. Nothing brings in the Christmas spirit like a good Pride Nutcracker. Obviously, Christmas also an exciting time for young children. They're out of school, which means they are no longer at risk of being indoctrinated by their non-binary teacher, who has such good intentions when offering gender-affirming care to the toddlers in daycare. For young children, the most exciting part of Christmas, sitting on Santa's lap, telling him what you want for Christmas. The night of Christmas Eve, you leave out the cookies and milk for your parents to drink, wake up Christmas morning to see what Santa brought you for Christmas. That's how Christmas was when I was growing up, but today, we are living in the era of diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's not very inclusive that minority children have to believe in the white Santa. That's not very equitable. No. Target has decided to create Santa for all groups. Check it out for yourself. Now, for some reason, Target has Santa sitting in a wheelchair instead of the typical sleigh. I guess they didn't want to be accused of being an ableist. I don't know. Now, some of you might be wondering, Casey, what is the big deal here? Who cares if Santa is biracial? Who cares if there is a Pride Nutcracker? You know, on the surface, this really isn't a big deal. Does it affect me personally? Of course not. I didn't shop at Target before they were baptized and born again. Damn sure not shopping at Target now, so this has no effect on me personally. But like I said in the beginning, you cannot give this movement anything. The woke movement, it seems to be following the model of China. You know how Chairman Mao introduced communism in China? He created division between the classes. He turned the youth against their parents. He convinced poor people that rich people were their enemy. Sounds kind of familiar, right? The thing is, here in America, deacons at Woke United Methodist, they knew class warfare would never work. Sure, it might work temporarily, but it wasn't effective enough to implement the true end goal of a globalist utopia. But just because class warfare wouldn't work here in America, it doesn't mean that the model given by Chairman Mao couldn't work in America. So what did the deacons do? What strategy did they come up with to divide us? Race. They have been doing this since the 1960s. Now, racism exists all over the world, America included, but the deacons, they exaggerated. The deacons created mythical racism. They tried to convince minorities that the American system was designed to be set up against them. Over the last couple of years, they have used gender and sexuality to keep the country divided. They are trying to confuse an entire generation over something as simple as their gender. Deacons at Woke United Methodist, they don't care about mythical racism. They don't care about people in marginalized groups. They don't care about any of the letters in LGBT. They are exploiting these groups to further their own agenda. America is one of the only things standing in the way of this globalist utopia they're dreaming of, where everything is equitable. Yeah, and they are not lying when they talk about equity. Of course, they never define equity, but they are not lying when they talk about it. Under their system, everyone will be equally miserable. So when it comes to something like this at Target, it's not about the Pride Nutcracker. It's not about the biracial Santa. I mean, seriously, if you want to believe in Black Santa, believe in Black Santa. Who cares? It's about the agenda that is behind it, the sentiment behind it. Target knew exactly what they were doing. They knew this was going to piss people off. They knew this would create backlash. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Create division. But give me your thoughts. Target hires LGBT strategist and Pride lead to help with their holiday sales. Do you think what Target is doing is intentional? And I'm not talking about selling the shit. Obviously, that's intentional. They want to make money. What I mean is, do you think Target is being intentionally divisive? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate your support. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, kc_btl84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.